Your Siouxland weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Kat Taylor.
So we all knew this was coming. I think you've been talking about this for like almost 2 weeks now in the future, but it's here and it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not the snow that's the problem with this system. It's the cold and the wind behind the snow. So we have a weather warn day in effect for Thursday and Friday due to life-threatening cold first and foremost. Blizzard-like conditions, wind gusts of 40 to 45 miles an hour, and near impossible travel, especially if you're headed off to the east. Now, what's happening in this forecast is called a ground blizzard. Blowing snow, not necessarily falling snow, but blowing snow due to winds at 35 miles an hour or more reduces visibility to a quarter mile or less for 3 or more hours. That is considered a blizzard. But in this case, that blowing snow is going to actually happen after the snow is done falling for the most part. Blizzard warning here in the red. We have a winter weather advisory here in the purple and a winter storm warning in the pink. Now, if we wake up tomorrow morning, the winds are really strong. The snow that we have on the ground is really reducing visibilities for 3 or more hours. The Weather Service may push back that blizzard warning to the west. That's totally up to them. We'll have to wait and see what they do. But looking at winter weather alerts, this is a huge storm. All of these red spots there are blizzard warnings, so it's just a terrible idea to travel by car, at least for the next 48 hours. Doppler radar showing that moderate to heavier band of snow is working its way east of I-29, so we have the heavier band now in Denison, Kingsley, all the way up to Sioux Center and farther to the north, and it's going to continue to work its way out of here after midnight tonight very quickly. Looking at road conditions, partially covered roadways. Here in the pink, we're starting to get a few completely covered roadways. That does include I-29 north of North Sioux City up to about Elk Point. And we're starting to see that snow really come down. The HUD Discount Store City, Ottawa camera partially covering their main street. And we're going to continue to watch reduced visibilities increase over the next little bit. And you can see the wind has finally arrived. We are now seeing wind gusts to 41 miles an hour in Sioux City right now. That is reducing visibility. So we have visibility down to a mile in Sioux City, half a mile in Yankton, mile and a quarter in Wayne, and we're going to continue to watch these visibilities go down, especially in eastern Siouxland where those blizzard warnings are. But the big problem this week is actually the cold. Wind chills down to 45 below thanks to all that wind and an Arctic blast coming in. Current temperature down to 3 below now in Sioux City, 6 below in Vermilion, 7 below Neely and Yankton. And these temperatures will continue to tumble at least another 10 degrees by the time we wake up tomorrow morning. Current wind chills 30 below in Sioux City, 28 below in Orange City, 35 below in Yankton. You're going to wake up tomorrow morning with wind chills around 40 to 45 below zero. And that's exactly what our model shows. 8 a.m. tomorrow through the day tomorrow. If we get lucky, we may see wind chills up to 35 below. Kind of doubting that's going to happen, and then we'll just continue to stay with those wind chills at 40 to 45 below zero all through tomorrow night. And when you wake up Friday morning, and then by the time we head into Friday afternoon, things are finally starting to improve, but we still have early morning wind chills on Christmas Eve in the 25 to 30 below range. Future radar showing that snow coming to an end here very quickly tonight. After midnight, it's out of here, and we're left with what I call the ground blizzard. The winds blowing around that light, fluffy, dry snow, reducing visibilities, making it hard to see, hard to travel. Snowfall forecast, we're already at 1.5 inches here in Sioux City, and more to the east. I did get a report from a viewer in Holstein saying they already had 3 inches about an hour and a half ago. So we've already seen the snow totals. Now it's just going to blow around. For tonight, 13 below. That snow is going to end by dawn. Blizzard conditions begin, and they're beginning right now as those winds gust to 40 miles an hour. Tomorrow we have a daytime high of 7 below. That's the warmest temperature of the day. Ground blizzard, especially east of I-29, wind chill 45 below thanks to those wind gusts to 45 miles an hour. Now over the next 7 days, it's going to be bitterly cold tomorrow night into Friday and Friday night, but finally by Saturday we at least get above zero, and we have 20s just in time for Christmas Day.
Okay, just in time.
Yeah.
Really. All right. Thanks, Kat.
Your Siouxland weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Kat Taylor.
If anyone has the direct line to Elsa, we don't want to be frozen anymore.
Yeah, she's been doing a lot of work over the last 24 hours. Now, we are still in these blizzard conditions here across Siouxland. In fact, we're in a weather warned day for the rest of this evening and through the rest of tomorrow. So we're only about halfway done, folks. We still have a lot of this storm to go. Life-threatening cold still the main issue here for this particular storm system, as blizzard-like conditions will continue through the day tomorrow. Wind gusts 40 to 45 miles an hour may increase again tomorrow thanks to a big low pressure system off to the east and near impossible travel already an issue tonight. Hazardous travel is going to be the theme for the rest of the evening. Rural roads are actually worse than urban areas. North-south roadways have less visibility, and blowing snow has been really hard to plow when it just blows right back in right behind the plow. So we do have blizzard warnings still in effect through much of the area. Eastern Siouxland, where these blizzard warnings are, will not end until Saturday morning. Winter weather advisories there in the purple. That's where we had a little bit less snow, a little bit less blowing. But looking at just the sheer size of this system, it is huge. It's also doing this thing called bombing. A bomb cyclone is when that low pressure system drops 24 millibars in 24 hours. That's just a really strong low pressure system, and that's part of the reason why we have blizzard conditions. United Bank of Iowa City Kingsley cameras showing that we do have blizzard conditions there in Kingsley, that American flag whipping in the wind. Current road conditions are not great. We have a lot of no travel advisories for much of the area there in the purple. Wind gusts are right around 40 miles an hour, and as we go through tomorrow, we may actually see them nudge back up to about 45 miles an hour as that low pressure continues to increase in pressure or decrease in pressure. Visibility is down to a quarter mile here in Storm Lake, 3 miles in Sioux City, so we do have some improvement, but that will be on a case-by-case basis, especially once you get out of town. It's not as great. 13 below for Storm Lake, Orange City, Sheldon. That's our actual air temperature. 9 below for Sioux City right now, but the wind chill is where things get dangerous. We're hanging out at 35 below right now in Sioux City, but 44 below in Orange City. And as we head through the night tonight, absolutely could see yet another dip to close to 50 below in spots. That's why we have a wind chill warning in effect through tomorrow. So that wind chill continues to dive tomorrow morning, 40 to 45 below zero, maybe 50 below in our northern counties. And then through tomorrow, warmest part of the day, maybe we make it to 30 below for a warm part of the day, but then we go back down to about 35, 40 below when we start Saturday. Saturday afternoon, we start to see a little bit of improvement from those dangerous wind chills. So this is a dangerous situation with the cold, and if you get stuck, it can be deadly. Here's some signs of hypothermia just for a refresher: confusion, shivering, slurred speech, sleepiness, stiff muscles, and fumbling hands, as well as frostbite in less than 10 minutes in these conditions. For tonight, 13 below, wind chill 45 below with blizzard conditions. Tomorrow, it's going to be a whole lot of the same, but some more sunshine. 4 below for a daytime high, wind chill 45 below as that blizzard conditions continues. Over the next 7 days, one more day in that weather warned day with the blizzard conditions, and things improve on Saturday. If you have delayed your travel, Saturday is going to be a great day to get on the road again. And then we see highs return to near 20 for Sunday and Monday. Christmas and Kwanzaa, warm compared to what we just saw.
Balmy temperatures.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Kat.